Hey guys, Romie here. Please like, comment, subscribe if you're a new viewer, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you, and please like and comment on this video. This is the recap of the review for Scream Season 2, Episode 9, Orphanage. The episode actually starts off with Emma. Right now we're thinking, damn, this better be a dream because Emma's bugging out. Emma has a knife, she's not afraid to use it, she can't trust anyone because she just found out that her best friend Audrey is a liar, that she's quote-unquote the reason why Piper came to Lakewood and that all these killings have occurred. Is Audrey just the main reason? No. But let's just pretend that she is for a second. And Emma, like I said, she's stabbing Noah, then she stabs, Audrey, then she stabs Kieran, and we're like, okay, she's looking down her hands, she sees blood. Now, she wakes up because her mom wakes her up. She's in the kitchen with a knife. So part of the dream was fake, but the rest of it was real, except for the blood and all that. So she goes and gets Kieran, invites him over, and tells him what happens. He's saying, look, after everything that you've been through, after the betrayal, the huge betrayal by Audrey, I'm thinking to myself, all of you have some BS going on. So why are we pretending like Audrey's the only one? Okay, if you want to think so. If you want to think so. Now, Kieran's saying, you know, we don't have to go to school. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Audrey's looking at, of course, her pictures with Brooke and Emma. And she goes and she decides, oh, Lord Jesus, I need to talk with them. I need to talk with them. But first, we all have to go to school. Marcus, Miguel, Officer Miguel, Sheriff Miguel, goes into Stavo's room and he's not there. So he goes and calls him, doesn't pick up. Brooke's like, are you going to get that? Apparently, we knew that Stavo stayed the night. And Brooke is still hungover. Brooke still feels a certain way because the only thing she can really remember is a speech about her calling out her father and saying that the whole town sucked. Of course, Stavo's saying that the speech was amazing. But Brooke is just like, we can't have sex because I need closure. Now, at one point I thought Sal was going to follow her into her room. But what he does next is very odd. Now, mind you, they keep having us look at this damn tattoo on his back of this spine. And I'm thinking, okay, are you trying to tell me that either he is a killer or he's the killer's assistant? Like, what's going on? Because they keep focusing in on that damn tattoo. He goes over to Brooke's nightstand and he takes her pair of lipstick and he smells it and takes it with him. Like, Lord Jesus, he's the ultimate creep. That's why I'm like, it would be a little too obvious if it was him. I'm thinking that maybe the killer is someone from the past because the current cast, they don't even fit the body type of the killer. That's why I'm really lost. I don't know. Or maybe like the killer is paying someone to kill. I don't know. But anyway, Noah is in the hot seat because everyone's looking at him like, wait a minute, so you're best friends with Audrey, so you must have known. He's just like, no, I didn't know. Well, I knew for the past couple of days. The past couple of days? Yeah. And so he's just like, hold up. I'm just as upset with you guys, but come on, this isn't all of her fault. So it's like, it's not all of her fault? We need someone to blame. Man, he's just like, wait a minute. So the email, you sent me the file of the audio of Audrey confessing to you about her part in Piper coming into Lakewood. Now, he's like, what audio? What email? Goes, takes Emma's phone, looks at it, it's like, oh my gosh. She's like, yeah. She's like, wait, but I didn't send. What's really going on? So now he has to go and figure out what the sitch is. Audrey's trying to zoom right past them because Emma doesn't want to hear it. So Emma goes, confronts Audrey. It's just like, this is all your fault. You went and you did what you did, and now we all have to deal with the consequences. Emma, this is also mainly your fault too. You're a draw there. You're just trying to find someone to blame. We know how this is going to happen sooner or later. This is really going to happen sooner or later. But okay, we'll blame it on Audrey for now. And like I said, Emma goes to her locker, and inside her locker there's this cassette, I think that's what it's called, tape, yeah, tape, cassette tape, and it's attached to some hair, and I'm thinking, damn, is that Miss Lang's hair or something? And they go and take it because they're gonna go and listen to it. Now Audrey is talking to Noah, and Audrey's trying to figure out how in the hell did your recording, which by the way, dude, why did you record me saying that? Now remember, Noah was going to do a podcast recording for the morgue. That didn't happen, and as a result, Audrey came into his room. No, not as a result, but Audrey came into his room while he was doing the recording. He forgot about it, and that's when Audrey confessed everything. He got it in the recording. He clearly just stopped the file. He said, Audrey, I'm trying to think to myself, now that I think about it, wait a minute, that doesn't really make sense. That really doesn't make sense. Because he's trying to make it seem like it was an accident, but he named the file Audrey. Am I the only one that just realized that something's off there? There's something that I'm missing. There is really something that I'm missing. I just caught that. Now, Audrey, like I said, is very irritated with Noah, so she's just like, dude, you sent that file out, and I need to know why. It's just like, I didn't do it. So, if you didn't do it and your mom didn't do it, because let's be real, who else is really in your room like that? It's just like, oh, damn, why you gotta be like that? But she's right. Zoe. It was like, no, it's not Zoe, and I'll go and prove to you that it's not Zoe. They go and Emma and Karen listen to the recording, and it's of Miss Lang. Miss Lang is trying to figure out Emma, and is convinced that Emma is emotionally unstable and that there's something off with her. Everything is accurate so far, and that she needs to continue to be watched. And now Emma's wondering, why in the hell is Miss Lang watching me? The killer made sure that I got this, but why is Miss Lang watching me? That's why I'm like, damn, is the killer a student, or is the killer a teacher or part of the faculty? Because he or she's able to get into that damn school so easily. That's why, because if anyone doesn't remember or realize, it's really hard to just go into a school, period. You have to have prior consent, you have to be on a list, like all this stuff nowadays. So that's why I'm looking at it like, something is not adding up here. Who else is a part of the damn cast that could possibly do this? And it won't be in just like random person that we're like, really? Really? Type of thing. Now, of course, Zoe comes into Noah's room, and this is when the interrogation starts. Audrey's just saying, you know what? There's something really crookedy about you, because how is it that the file that was on Noah's, on Noah's laptop, how it ended up being sent out, and so I'm sure it was you. It had to have been you. It couldn't have possibly been anyone else except for you. But Noah's like, no, I trust Zoe. I'm like, I don't trust her. There's something sketchy about her. There's still something sketchy about that girl. And that's why I'm like, damn, is she working with the kill? Something is just, I don't trust her. I like her, but I don't trust her. So we're going to skip past that for a moment and talk about the sheriff and Emma's mom. And Emma's mom is just like, something's off with you. What's off with you? The sheriff goes and lets us know that Stavo, he actually is a little mental, because after his mom died, his friend and him decided to go and play with the sheriff's gun. His friend accidentally shot himself in the face. And of course, the paramedics were called. It was too late. But the odd thing was that Stavo, he didn't flinch an inch. He did not flinch an inch. He felt there was no emotion, no emotions, period. So that's why the sheriff's really concerned about his son. It's like, something is wrong with him. We already know that. Now, Emma and Kieran, they go to visit Miss Lang. And Miss Lang, she can't really see right now. She's been out in the daze for a while. She's just coming out of the daze. She sees Emma, boy. She sees Emma. Now remember, the recording just proved that she doesn't trust Emma. And she sees Emma and she's bugs out. She's like, ah, ah. And so they're just like, yeah, you got to go. You have to leave. And while Emma is waiting outside of the room, she notices daisies. She notices daisies, and it's supposed to be, I believe, delivered to Miss Lang's room. And I believe the original killer, the original Scream killer, he had a thing for daisies. And so They're just like, Lord, they're trying to toy with her. We have to go and play it out is that, oh, she just fell. She just fell. That's what people think because they didn't see her get attacked. Ha ha! Ha ha! She just fell and it ended up like, and her office was, oh my Lord Jesus, they must be overworked. They must be exhausted because this doesn't make any sense. Kieran goes into her room and steals her keys because they're going to go into her house. Sheriff Miguel, he leaves his office and Salvo goes into the office. While Salvo is in there, he goes to everyone's file. And so he sees that the Jake's file, it has, of course, the gruesome pictures, and Salvo is not fazed by it at all. He's actually a little intrigued, but he goes and he takes a picture of the text messages because he realizes, wait, Quinn, that's Bay's mom. That's Brooke's mom. So, let me just take a snap of that real quick. And, of course, he looks at his file that his father has on him, and it has the mask. It has all of his anime drawings of everyone. And Salvo is just like, really? And again, it has all of his like criminal history, all the issues that he has had. So Salvo feels a certain way. So he's definitely not going home anytime soon. Now, Noah decided he wanted to go and do a check to see, okay, who actually sent the email? Who sent the email? How did it get out? Well, of course, Zoe sent the email, but it was to herself. She did not send it out afterwards. Zoe wanted to hear the recording, but then she said she deleted it. So there's no way that she personally sent it herself. As we know, the killer has been monitoring them this whole time. So it's not hard for the killer to, let's say, go and hack Zoe and get the message and have it sent out. Because we know that's realistic. Noah, not so much, because he has firewall after firewall after firewall. Audrey's pissed because even though the results say that Zoe did it, of course, Noah doesn't believe it. And, it was messed up. Zoe was talking about how, Noah, of course you still a virgin having this girl around you. How are you possibly going to get any play? It's like, oh, damn. But Noah goes and defends Zoe and just saying how your real problem isn't with Zoe or me. It's with Emma. You're trying to avoid it and that's why you're here. Why don't you go over where you need to be and deal with Emma? So of course Zoe was so impressed with that. Audrey stormed off and they had sex. Noah is a virgin no more. Apparently he did a good job because Zoe was thoroughly impressed. She was just like, where did you learn those moves from? Why is it that Kieran and Emma decide to go into Miss Lang's house, and while they're snooping around, originally it was a neighbor. The neighbor never came in, but the neighbor just came home to their personal house. There was a picture, what the heck? There was a picture hanging up upside down. They realized it and flipped it over and realized, oh crap, Piper and Miss Lang knew each other. And so now the search is on. It's like, okay, so how did they possibly know each other? Noah, after he has sex with Zoe, realizes, because Zoe says something about being monitored or a camera, and realizes, oh crap, we've been monitored. We've been monitored by the killer this whole time. The killer, what he or she's been doing is, the camera that was left at the warehouse, the thing with that camera is, of course, it has a mic, so the killer could listen in. The killer's been listening in to the conversations that they've been having this whole time. So anytime they tried to make a move, the killer knew about it. So now it's going to be interesting. What's the killer going to do now? That's what I'm wondering. What's the killer going to do now? Emma calls up Noah, even though she's reluctant to, because she needs his help. She's like, okay, so what's the Blessed Sisters? And essentially that was a home, an orphanage, something of that nature. And Piper and Miss Lang were there. Now, Blessed Sisters, because there was mistreatment of the kids by the attendees, that place was eventually shut down. But if those two live there together, then we need to go and investigate. So everyone is going down there, including Zoe. Yeah, keep your enemies closer. Now, Stavo comes back to Brooke and shows Brooke the evidence that her father is no good, that her father actually got the Jake to go and burn down that development that he had, because I don't think that it was going too well. Was it not going too well? I forgot what the backstory was, but to burn down that building that he had, and that was of course the last day that the Jake was actually alive. Day, because by night he was dead. Now, Brooke goes and confronts her father, and it's just like, you know what? You killed, you got her boyfriend killed, her mother went away. How can I possibly trust someone like you or be around someone like you when you constantly do things and you pretend like you're the good guy, but you're not the good guy? And Audrey gets a call essentially saying that Noah is in trouble and that she better hurry her butt down to the Blessed Sisters, the Blessed Sisters Orphanage building before he dies. Now, of course, the group, Zoe, Noah, Kieran, and Emma, they're down there, and there's a rave going on. Now, they're wondering who the hell threw this party, and why is everyone wearing a Jason Brandon? You know what I'm trying to say. The killer mask. And they're just like, wow, it was such a great idea, Emma. It's like, what do you mean? It's like, you and Audrey, you guys put this thing together to show solidarity, to face the killer head on. And of course the killer set this up so that they would have to be distracted and wouldn't see whatever he or she was planning to do coming. So they decide they have to get everyone out of there. They have to stop the party. The way that they're going to stop the party is Noah and Zoe are going to go and cut the power. I'm thinking to myself, do you really want to split up and do something like that? But okay, whatever. Haley is there, and that's when Kieran's like, I'm going to go and call the cops and say there's underage drinking, and we'll get this party shut down. Kieran's such a narc. I'm not even someone who should use that word, because in the past I would be too, but he really is. Like, Kieran's clearly seen enough stuff to where he just doesn't want to get in trouble anymore. He just wants to be on the good side, and I can appreciate that. Haley's just saying how, you know, shout out to you for creating this party. And of course, Emma's like, I know you know that I didn't do this party. What is your involvement? And Haley says, yeah, so I actually just helped out the person who set up the party. Yeah, this is someone very special to me. I'm assuming, not assuming, it was her boyfriend, or she thought her boyfriend. And I really don't like Haley. And here's the thing. Audrey comes in the nick of time, so they go and they team up, and now they're going to go and search. Haley thinks that this killer is her boyfriend. Yes, it is the killer. It turned out to be the killer. And she goes down on him. He slices her, stabs her. She's screaming, but the party's still going on at the time. By the time the lights go out, she's already dead. And I'm like, damn. Damn. Am I upset? No. Yes, and of course Noah and Zoe, they were like, okay, so which ones do we do? And Zoe said, turn off all of them. It's like, alright. So now it's time for them to go and figure out where is this killer, what's really going on. Audrey is just like, I know what your issue is. Your issue's with me. That's why you're acting a certain way. It's like, yeah, because I didn't forgive you yet. I still feel a certain way. Now, mind you, when they see this body, we'll initially say this person in this chair, they're walking slowly. Audrey's going first, and Emma puts her hand out to kind of be like, hold up. And that just signaled, you know, regardless of how Emma currently feels about Audrey, that's still her friend. She still has love for her. She doesn't want anything bad to happen to her. They go and they look at the body. Well, first they're seeing all these pictures of Piper. And the next thing you know, we see a dead Piper. Piper's body, Piper's corpse, is in this rocking chair. Why? Because the killer wanted them to finally have closure. I'm so confused right now. I'm so confused. And they talk with Officer Miguel, you know, Emma and Audrey. They talk with Officer Miguel. They're looking like, Lord Jesus, this is some bull. And they were like, yeah, so Haley was the one who set up the killer, and Miguel, Officer Miguel, he gets pulled away, and next we see Gustavo, who he comes to Brooke's apartment, hotel room, whatever it is. It's nice. It's like, really, honey bun, that credit card's still working. You don't like your father, but you're okay with the money. All right. You could have stayed over at a friend's house, but okay. So they go, and not really much was accomplished there. She was just pretty much like, screw my dad, screw this, screw that. The last thing we actually see in this episode is Haley's dead body. She's dead. I don't care. I'm kind of happy about it. She's dead. I don't care. I'm kind of happy about it because she got on my nerves. And the interesting thing, though, is that it's like, okay, so Emma just told me that Haley could be involved with the killer now that she's dead. So I'm sure that's going to send off shockwaves for Sheriff Miguel. Now, next week, I don't know if it was just another dream sequence, or if it was accurate, but it looks like Noah's going to get stabbed. It doesn't mean that he dies, but it looks like he's going to get stabbed. It looks like he's trying to figure out where Zoe is, and that's why I'm like, what the hell's going on with this show? I just don't know. Like, I don't even know how many more episodes are left. Please like, comment, subscribe. Comment.